In the heart of vast Sundarvan jungle, the animals celebrated the coronation of their new king, Raja the lion. Raja was known for his strength, wisdom and fairness. He had always shown kindness to the weaker animals and displayed great bravery in protecting the jungle from outside threats. The animals believed Raja would be a just and noble king. On the day of his coronation, all the animals gathered in the clearing. The elephants trumpeted, the monkeys chattered excitedly, and the birds sang melodious tunes. Raja stood proudly on the large rock as the wise old owl Guruji placed a crown made of vines and flowers on his head. Long live King Raja! The animals cheered in union. Raja smiled and addressed his subjects. Thank you, my friends. I promise to rule with fairness and to protect each one of you. Together we will make our jungle a safe and happy place for all. One morning, a frightened rabbit named Chintu rushed to Raja's den. Your Majesty, there is a terrible problem. A group of wild boars has invaded our fields and has destroyed our crops. If they continue, we will have no food left for the coming season. Raja listened carefully and decided to act immediately. He gathered his trusted advisors, Bholu, the bear, Tinku, the monkey, and the Meena, the deer. Together they devised a plan to confront the wild boars peacefully. Raja led his advisors to the field, where they found the boars uprooting plants and trampling the crops. Raja approached their leader, a massive boar named Bhura, and spoke firmly but kindly. Bhura, you and your group are causing great harm to our jungle. These fields provided food for many animals. Why are you doing this? Bhura snorted. We were driving out of our territory by humans who cut down our forest. We are hungry and have nowhere else to go. Raja understood their plight and offered a solution. Bhura, if you promise to stop destroying our crops, we will help you find a new place to live and share our food until you settle down. Bhura agreed and the wild boars stopped their rampage. With Raja's help, they found a new territory on the other side of the jungle and began a new life without causing harm to others. A few weeks later, Raja was approached by Keshav, an old and wise tortoise. Keshav had lived in the jungle for many years and had seen countless changes and challenges. He had a concern that he wanted to share with the new king. Your Majesty, I have heard rumors of drought approaching. The river's water level is dropping and the plants are beginning to wilt. We must prepare for difficult times ahead. Raja took Keshav's advice seriously and called for a meeting for all the animals. He asked each species to conserve water and food and to help each other during the tough times. We must work together, Raja said. Only by helping one another we can survive through this drought. The animals agreed and began storing water and food. They built a large reservoir to collect rainwater and established rules to ensure everyone had enough to survive. While most of the animals worked together, there was one who did not share their spirit of cooperation. Kalu, the jackal. Kalu was sly and greedy, always looking for ways to take advantage of others. He saw the drought as an opportunity to hoard food and water for himself. Kalu sneaked into the reservoir at night and stole large amount of water, hiding it in his den. He also took more than his fair share of food from the communal store, leaving less for others. One day, Meena the deer noticed the missing supplies and reported it to Raja. Your Majesty, someone is stealing our food and water. If this continues, we will not have enough to survive the drought. Raja decided to investigate. He asked Bholu the bear to keep watch at night and find out who the thief was. It didn't take long for Bholu to catch Kalu red-handed, sneaking away with a bucket of water. Raja confronted Kalu. Kalu, your greed is endangering the lives of all the animals in this jungle. Why are you doing this? Kalu hung his head in shame. I was afraid of going hungry and thirsty during the drought. I thought only for myself and not for others. Raja said, Kalu, we must think of community, not just ourselves. By working together, we have to ensure everyone survives. As punishment, you will help distribute food and water to the animals every day until the drought is over. Kalu reluctantly agreed and over time learned the value of cooperation and selflessness. Just as the drought seemed to be reaching its peak, disaster struck. One hot and windy day, a fire broke out in the jungle. The flames spread quickly, threatening the lives and homes of all the animals. Raja sprang into action, organizing a rescue operation. We must work together to put out the fire and save our jungle. Bholu gathered the strong animals to dig a fire break. Tinku led the monkeys to fetch water from the river. Meena guided the smaller animals to safety. The animals worked tirelessly, following Raja's instructions. They dug a trench to stop the fire from spreading and used buckets of water to douse the flames. The elephants used their trunks to spray water, while the birds carried small amounts of water in their beaks. After hours of hard work, the fire was finally extinguished. The jungle was safe, but the damage was extensive. Many homes were destroyed and the animals were exhausted. Raja knew they had to rebuild their homes and restore the jungle. He called for a meeting and encouraged the animals to come together once more. We have faced many challenges, Raja said, but we have always come through by working together. Now we must rebuild our jungle and make it even better than before. The animals set to work, clearing the burnt areas and planting new trees. They helped each other in rebuilding homes and shared their resources to ensure everyone had what they needed. Even Kalu the jackal worked hard, having learned the importance of community. Keshav the tortoise, with his wisdom and experience, guided the animals in planting drought-resistant plants and creating a better irrigation system to prevent future fires and droughts. Months passed, and the jungle slowly began to recover. The new trees grew tall and strong, and the animals' homes were rebuilt. The river flowed steadily, and the plants flourished once more. The animals were proud of what they had accomplished together. To celebrate their success, Raja declared a grand feast. The animals gathered in the clearing, where they had celebrated his coronation. The elephants brought fresh fruits. The monkeys performed acrobatic tricks, and the birds sang beautiful songs. Raja stood before his subject, a proud and grateful king. We have faced many challenges, but we have overcome them by standing together. I am proud to be your king, and I am even prouder of each and every one of you. Let us always remember the strength of unity and the power of working together. The animals cheered and celebrated late into the night, their hearts filled with joy and gratitude. As the time went on, the animals of Sundarvan never forget the lessons they had learned. They continued to work together, support one another, and cherish their community. Raja's wise and fair rule ensured that the jungle remained a safe and happy place for all its inhabitants. Even Kalu the jackal became a valued member of the community, using his cunning to help rather than hinder. He often told the story of how he had learned the importance of sharing and cooperation to the younger animals. Keshav the tortoise became a beloved elder, his wisdom sought by all. He reminded the animals that challenges would come, but they could always overcome them by staying united and working together. Years passed. He knew that his time as king would not last forever. He began to train a young lion named Veer. He showed great promise in strength, wisdom, and kindness. Raja wanted to ensure that the legacy of unity and cooperation would continue long after he was gone. Raja took Veer under his wing, teaching him the values that had made Sundarvan a thriving and harmonious jungle. Veer listened intently, eager to learn and to serve his fellow animals. One day, as Raja and Veer sat by the river, Raja spoke with a gentle voice. Veer, remember that a true king is not just strong and brave, but also kind and just. Always put the needs of community first and lead with fairness and compassion. The strength of Sundarvan lies in its unity. Veer nodded, understanding the weight of Raja's words. I promise, Raja, I will honor your teachings and lead with the same wisdom and kindness that you have shown. Eventually, the time came for Veer to take over as the king of Sundarvan. The animals gathered once more in the clearing, just as they had for Raja's coronation. Guruji, the wise owl, placed the crown on Veer's head, and the animals cheered. Raja, now respected elders, watched with pride as Veer addressed the jungle. My friends, I am honored to be your new king. I promise to uphold the values that Raja had taught us and to continue leading with fairness and compassion. Together we will ensure that Sundarvan remains a safe and happy place for all. The animals cheered for their new king, filled with hope and confidence in the future. Under Veer's leadership, the jungle continued to thrive. One day, a severe storm hit Sundarvan, bringing territorial rain and strong winds. The river began to overflow, threatening to flood the jungle and wash away the animals' homes. Veer quickly organized a rescue operation. He instructed the animals to build barriers along the river banks to prevent flooding, while the monkeys and birds helped move smaller animals to higher ground. The animals worked tirelessly, following Veer's guidance. As the storm raged on, Veer noticed a group of young animals stranded on a small island in the middle of a swollen river. Without hesitation, Veer swam through the raging water to rescue them, displaying great bravery and strength. With Veer's leadership and the animals' unity, they managed to protect their jungle from the worst of the storm. Once the storm passed, the animals praised Veer for his quick thinking and courage. Veer's action during the storm earned him great respect and admiration. He continued to lead Sundarban with the same wisdom and compassion that Raja had shown. The jungle flourished under his rule, and the animals remained united and strong. Raja, now an elder, often shared stories of the past with the younger animals, reminding them of the importance of unity and cooperation. He watched with pride as Veer led the jungle into the new era of prosperity and harmony. The tale of Raja, Veer and the jungle friends became a cherished legend, passed down through the generations. The animals of Sundarban never forget the lesson of their past and continue to live in peace and unity. The story of Raja, Veer and their jungle friends teaches us the importance of unity, cooperation and selflessness. By working together and supporting one another, we can overcome any challenge and create a harmonious and thriving community. True leadership is about kindness, fairness, and putting the needs of community first.
If you like this story, then subscribe to the channel for more interesting stories.